based on your location and religion. Salam, namaste, and hello. Yeah, what's up everyone? Welcome to another camera comparison video, and today I have this Redmi K40 Pro Plus. Xiaomi actually has rebranded this one in global market, and this one is known as Xiaomi Mi 11i. And I also have this Xiaomi Mi 11 Pro. Actually, this one is my daily drive. I'm using this one over my Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra because I don't like that camera bump, and that one is a little bit heavy. I usually don't use that periscope lens, so I feel this one is a better choice. What? Why are you sitting here? Hey everyone, one request. If you end up liking this video, then please don't forget to click on the like button, and please subscribe to this channel. Also, please share this video on your social media. I mean on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, cause that will help others to find this true content. Okay, I will let him talk. Okay, I'm going. Okay, yeah, it's time to start our camera comparison between the Xiaomi Mi 11 Pro and the Redmi K40 Pro Plus, as known as Xiaomi Mi 11i. What's up everyone, welcome to another camera comparison video. Yeah, I know that I have promised I would do a 3 camera comparison, but after doing a little bit of comparison, I have found that Xiaomi Mi 11 in between the Xiaomi Mi 11 Pro and Xiaomi Mi 11i doesn't fix at all, because Xiaomi Mi 11, the price of Xiaomi Mi 11 and Xiaomi Mi 11i is pretty similar here, and performance wise I have noticed that Xiaomi Mi 11i is performing a bit better than Xiaomi Mi 11, I mean camera performance. So I have decided to go with Xiaomi Mi 11i and Xiaomi Mi 11 Pro. Okay, as usual, check which smartphone microphone is working better, which one offers better sound quality, in which smartphone I look better. Let's flip to rear cameras. Let's start our camera comparison video. But before that, if you end up liking this video, then please don't forget to click on the like button, and please subscribe to this channel. That's a request. Please support this channel, support true content. Okay, let's flip to rear cameras. Under bright daylight, most of the flagship class smartphones performs similarly, performs better than usual. But in daytime photos, we can clearly define if there is any difference in dynamic range, especially when we take pictures of sky full of clouds. I am surprised, but should I get surprised? Both of these two smartphones is running on MIUI 12.0.3, both have AI enabled, and HDR was set to auto mode. We all know that there is a Pro mode on all Xiaomi smartphones. In Pro mode, we can take our time, change some settings, and click for a perfect photo. But I believe that average users just uses that auto mode. So all the photos of this comparison are taken in auto mode. After checking and comparing around 100 photos side by side, I have noticed a clear difference in tonal contrast and saturation. White balance is similar, but not the same. Also, there is a slight difference in color grading. In terms of details and shadows, Mi 11 Pro is well ahead of Mi 11i. Texture processing and AI scene optimization is also a lot better on Mi 11 Pro, but considering almost $200 price difference, I think Mi 11i is rather a better choice for regular photography. But if you want to go for zoom photos, I mean 2x and 3x zoom, then there is a competition, cause both uses its main sensor to grab the image and then in the center applies digital cropping. So 108 megapixel sensor almost holds up to that 50 megapixel GN2, but that's only almost. If we crop in, it gets clearly visible that Mi 11 Pro has sharper image with more details, and color grading is even better. If we move to 5x, then there is no competition. Mi 11i without any telephoto lens falls behind. Yes, Mi 11 Pro with a 8 megapixel sensor tagged with a periscope lens performs way better. It is actually unfair, but only for the sake of comparison, I have taken some 10x zoom photos, and Mi 11 Pro photos are really far better. Here comes the most surprising thing. Mi 11i takes better, clear and amazing macro photos. Not only Mi 11 Pro, I have found that even Mi 11 Ultra cannot compete with Mi 11i when it comes to macro photography. Perfect color grading, amazing bokeh at the background, perfect cutouts, and more than enormous details. This is what calls eye-pleasing macro photography. As there is no OIS on Mi 11i, I chose to go for 4K 30 frames per second video clips. Both offers very good quality clips with lots of detail, and dynamic range is also good. But Mi 11 Pro continued to overprocess with slightly higher midtones, and colors are more vibrant on the Pro. While Mi 11i has a bit warm color temperature, shadows and exposure is better on Mi 11 Pro. However, considering the price, Mi 11i has done really well. These video clips are recorded at 1080p 30 frames per second. I was walking a bit faster than usual and I was carelessly holding the smartphones. I didn't care about the stabilization. Now, after checking these videos, Mi 11i did well in stabilization but failed in exposure and shadows. Details and texture processing is similar but better on Mi 11 Pro. If you haven't noticed yet, then let me mention it. White balance actually jumps back and forth between these two smartphones. Sometimes Mi 11i has cooler tone and sometimes Mi 11 Pro has cooler tone. This is actually down to personal preference and budget. If you have a tight budget, then Mi 11i is a very good choice, but if you can afford, then of course Mi 11 Pro would be a great choice. But before we make any judgment, we must check the differences in indoor low light and night mode photos. Color grading, details, exposure, contrast ratio, white balance, textures, and shadow detail. All these played some role in these indoor photos. There are some significant differences along with preferential differences. Check those Chinese characters on top of the pictures. Mi 11 Pro managed to process it with better exposure, and textures around those well-lit areas are also better optimized. There are more shadow details. Ambience and vibrance through these images are better on Xiaomi Mi 11 Pro. Xiaomi Mi 11i failed to pick the correct color. Actually, two other smartphones with ISOCELL HM2 sensor did the same mistake in color grading. All processed to make it lucrative, and that is way different than original color tone. Skin tone and details in subject is also far from reality in the photos taken with Xiaomi Mi 11i. Xiaomi Mi 11i would be a good choice for social media if it had a bit better tonal contrast and structural details. Rather, Mi 11 Pro has sharpness along with more structural details. Same place, same subject, same lighting, but Mi 11 Pro has different white balance and pretty high highlights and midtones. I have noticed this trend in all of my Mi 11 Ultra camera comparison, and now Mi 11 Pro also have the same issue. I must acknowledge this was a very difficult lighting condition and the background is a bit messy. When I check portrait photos, I check edge detection, edge cutouts, separation line blend, bokeh effect, details on the subject, autofocus and colors. Edge detection and separation line blend is pretty similar, but edge cutouts are far better on Mi 11 Pro. Also, autofocus on Mi 11 Pro is not only better than Mi 11i, sometimes I feel it's even better than Mi 11 Ultra. Trust me, it finds the subject within a split second, but that has a negative aspect. Sometimes it misses objects around the subject, which actually Mi 11 Ultra wouldn't miss. In terms of color and contrast, Mi 11i performs like a mid-range smartphone, so once again, Mi 11 Pro is better. These are selfie photos, as both of these are Xiaomi smartphones. Both comes with this built-in beauty effect, which is by default enabled. We didn't change any settings, and the first thing I have noticed is color rendition of the t-shirt is almost similar on front camera. It's not as drastic as the rear camera. Next difference is in beautification. Mi 11i applies a bit more skin smoothing effect and skin tone is awfully fair. It's far from reality. Now, these are selfie portraits and I will leave these photos for you. I want you to differentiate between these. I will wait for your comments. Don't forget to check the background bokeh effect and edge cutouts. Time for night mode photos. In most of the night mode photos, it is difficult to find drastic difference at a glance. However, after checking a lot of night mode photos, I have found Mi 11 Pro night mode photos are significantly better, mostly when there is a human subject or when it requires to identify a lot of well-lit areas. Mi 11 Pro night mode photos looks sharper, color rendition is even better on Mi 11 Pro. I know a lot depends on how you like your photos. A lot of people make comment and argue that if night mode photos are not bright enough, if it's not visible, then why we need night mode? Actually, there are 4 things that defines a good night mode photo. I call it DENS, details, exposure, noise and shadows. If any smartphone have these 4 correct in night mode photos, then I will surely go with that. Look at these images. Details, balanced exposure, low noise, and shadows are even far better. What do you think? Which one is better? Well, it's time to wrap up and I want to know what do you think about these 2 smartphones. Yeah, for sure, Mi 11 Pro is my daily drive and I like this smartphone. But Mi 11i camera performance? Yeah, that's really good for its price. Anyway, if you have liked this video, then please don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to this channel. That helps a lot.
Memories fade away, wither out, but I can't ignore the ache, lying deep underground. You must have lost your way. Look around,